rounds on attack as possible with this comp.
We got G2 on defense, we got Lev on attack. And we made it to the last map and we got a raid boss. We got a Sheriff getting dropped to Demon 1. The com's done an absolute solid.
They do
and dropped him
from the side of G2. Valen getting himself encroached very far here with just a bit of help down in
sewers
Sheriff from Jonah P.
They get the jet off to a good start.
Action is slowly crawling into garage right now.
Here.
Yeah, they got to work quick over the shear.
Both go through together.
Like behind, but that's okay. They're just containing towards the garage first.
Done. Oh.
Wait. They thought everybody made it over the shear. They all jump into the fight. It's just a frying pan in garage right now, and it's going to be a rotation from 3 to try and retake on 3. Health is quite low for both.
Flipping the map too, pushing towards that spawn. Element of the surprise is still on the side of G2. Now finally spotted, readjusting, but look at this late position coming out as well from Calm. Salvo's still available, so once again, Leviatán wants to run that clock down and play the post with the salvos.
He was just hiding from that drone, so they don't expect him at all. He's got the timing. Demon wants
no way.
All the attention. Here comes Calm. It's just picture perfect right now for Lev on the retake from G2.
It's 2 HP for Valen.
Oh, the big toe.
The double down.
Right on the salvo.
The double down on the salvo. Got him the last one.
Round in this series for Leviatán.
I just love as well that Leviatán, once they ping out towards
11 hour stream with 2 2-0s. Dude, we got 3 2-0s. And it was still 11 hours.
Just stay where you are. We need to protect ourselves and make sure we play for the trade on window, especially when it didn't smoke towards that garage window. That allows you to stun to get good value on the side of G2, but all 3 of them were just ready to fight and trade back towards the window. You have a clear advantage on your side here for Leviatán at the pulse plant. And now you get the pistol on your side towards the end with
pistols. Overall, 3-2. We haven't had a map yet where we've gone 1-1 on the pistols.
For G2, they've stayed very passive here.
Yeah, we're
a lot of info.
Lev win this. Like, who do they play last?
You really have to consider this one. Seeing if
wait, is it the Lev NRG game?
But do they take it? They do all together. This is big for Tex. He's had the anchor spots, but now he's going to really have to play this one particularly well so far.
If he dies, he loses a Sheriff.
And they already have ground on that A site. You're right, it's not too bad. They get themselves into position, and holy moly, util to bottom. They don't want to give up any of this space. Wow. Instantly identifying kills that can be grabbed with simple util, and they just go for it.
It was so dangerous, though. They knew that there was a triple flank coming out towards spawn, yet they still want to fight back towards the sewers against Jogimo, who only had a pistol. No upgrades coming through across of that, and you're pushing down with the spike. Thankfully, though, it's a 3 versus 3. They still have better weaponry, and only Sheriff's in the hands of Valen and Jonah P.
Oof. Not where he wanted to catch that bullet right off the bat. Calm still has good distance between the site, and he is going to have a shot for Valen as well. 2 rounds, Leviatán stave off the Thrifty, the Stinger by, if it were to be that this time from G2. They just try to get themselves some kills on that last one, though.
I just love how we have basically coined definitions of Calm's role in different teams. For EG, he was the flanking guy, but this time it's just the VIP stay alive because we need your salvos. So he's playing so far out compared to everybody else in these post-plant scenarios. Just to try to guarantee it off the plant, off the time for the spike.
Again, the bonus round's looking nice.
Got just a full classic kill,
who's closest to their Rossi?
Doing a great job here to trade things out and staying as a death ball in their bonus round. All 5 of them towards the window.
Lev, really early on, question marks created over towards A with their default. We've got the wall to trap them in, and obviously the breach damage will go there. King, you have the spike.
Very, very quick. Do we get the dash and plant? Bring us the old Shazam send hit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Leaf always finding a cheeky one like that with Jonah P over his shoulder. Now, they're wondering where it's going to be safe to plant in B, or do they wait out this minute? They got a lot of time to see if G2 will make a mistake.
They're committed inside the site, so you're probably just going to have to swing and fight.
1 swing, 2 swing. Oh, the 3rd one's going to work, but Jog is still there to anchor.
Made it look easy.
And yeah, G2 played a nice bonus there to make sure they can get the win on that.
Yeah, I definitely thought that you
I thought they're going to handle it differently, to be honest. But
and TP out, especially with the Vice Wall in that area. But when he already TP'd across, he never activated it. But there was a lot of util coming through from G2 to stall. It almost felt for Demon 1 like he wanted to assist King so that he doesn't get flooded in while he's planting.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that activates the wall, and they weren't really to get it a fight. They had to go for hero plays with the Omen and the Jet. And G2 closed that out quite easily. Now Leviatán.
okay, 4-1, they can't probably buy next. And we have a C punish for G2, knowing that they want to get Rossi's ult. And Lev thinking that they might do a punish. Trying to insert 2 over towards elbow.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, this is such a mind game off. This is crazy to watch. They knew they were going to go for a punish, so they wanted to try and get a little bit closer. They tanked a lot of damage.
Calm's actually lower on HP. Definitely is just going to slow down the tempo for Leviatán.
I mean, they killed the most important person though, right? It's a 1-for-1, but you kill the person they were trying to get the ult.
Garage control.
Yeah, that's all on the side of G2.
Right, they're just hanging out for G2. You don't really need to make any too bold of a move right now. Just let Lev make the
Wants
noise.
to stop the flood in.
Now already placed down all of his stars
Trent.
just preemptively, so there's really nothing to help Trent towards the front of the C side. So when you're trying to re-hit, well, definitely you have to fall back and give it that space until Valen decides to push in.
Yeah,
Hey, what though? The trades are still kind of nice.
But he almost got a few out of it. Nicely turned back, calm, low, starts to push up just a little bit, get some aggression with the
Oh,
drone.
guys. Oh, dear God. Oh, my God. There's no way, man. That's so bold of him to do, though, but
look back towards the garage, thinking that it could have flipped the map.
he dodged the drone like a beast.
And just play back towards the defender spawn, thinking that G2 is consistently going for these backstab, these lurks. And just that timing off the drone, Trent is able to get a trick kill towards the back of the C site. That has got to be frustrating, especially when you're a seasoned droner like Calm. That breaks the econ too for Leviatán. They only have 2 stingers to work with now.
Okay, force him down to an eco. What a play that was. Trent has his ult. Rossi obviously has his ult from the last round. Not that they want to use it into this one.
Chance to mess with this, but yeah, they're throwing themselves at the pressure here, at the pain. It is going to be a tough one. Oh my gosh. Leaf.
Oh gosh.
Leaf is sitting in the chaos right now.
He's sitting in his teammates' damage.
Just in garage now from Leaf. It is a low buy, but they're making it look so clean to pick up these rounds on the side of G2.
Now he can't even get the Phantom up here for Demon 1, nor for Tex with the Stinger, both with pistols, just trying to get the plant down. Okay, pistol's good enough when it's Tex.
One enemy remaining. Spike down.
Demon 1 found himself a weapon, but how much is it going to do? Everybody down, looking down their iron sights at you at this point. He's full with half armor. Oh, just on the rear. Nope. Knows it's fake.
30 seconds left.
He's trying to fake going back. Yeah, that's tough.
All
He's
right.
lost full control of the C side now. He's just hoping that it's going to be individual peaks.
They don't want to give it to him. And the full rotation's now coming around from Jogamo just to be sure that they're not all coming from somewhat the same direction with the flick that Demon 1 has. It's all a possibility. And they wait this one out. Oh my gosh, this has to be the plant. He only
they played it insanely well,
G2.
G2.
Leaf grabbing the 4K to make sure that round is solidified.
Yeah, that's just G2 playing it smart.
I was going to say something, I fully forgot.
Go for that
Oh, the ult? Yeah, I think that ult's fine again. They kind of just, as soon as he sees the Stinger as well, he thinks that they probably bought Stingers. And NA players are so good with Stingers. And just like the,
All good, Jonah.
it's like the rule of like first 5-6 rounds, using your ults to make sure that your money's good is fine.
LEV has to be ready for these. I mean, at this point, I'm sure
The age is showing, yeah. That's actually what it is.
It's definitely to be called out by Rossi for them to be just mindful.
The wall,
players around the
yeah,
smoke here
the
on the side
wall
of
is
G2.
causing
Good else to
them
use this round. Even if they
trouble.
don't, they can go with a low buy Blade Storm next round if they really want
And
to keep the pressure on.
they just have a
G2.
really hard time dealing
It
with
should
it.
be a good hit. They've been liking
Just
Garage quite a bit. The fight that they
a
get,
lot
the
easier
way
when you
that
got
they
the
can get
clone.
themselves through with Demon 1. Seems to be
It's like
focused
they
now
have
for
to
Yeah, now
take
you see a
garage
smoke
because of
from the
this
C
wall.
garage, so they definitely want to bait
And
out
it's
this
not
wall and
like
make sure that they fight towards that
They
window.
have to take
Priority is
garage,
not
they have to
towards
like commit into
moving towards
garage.
that C site. It's just breaking that util at the minute mark, which is perfect.
Ooh,
Allow
that's a
Tex to
nice
get the
kill
warp
though.
over towards the A site and win against Jogimo. Now they can rework the map. Your force is now G2's hand. They cannot drone either. They've used it already at the minute mark, so they might have to start peeking for info or just gamble on stacks.
Tex is on one this game. Gets the long shot on one. This is going to position them to get themselves over towards that A site. And as that steel guard goes down, they steal away the arsenal.
No
It's
way.
not going to matter for Trent or Jonah P. The shorties are there.
Keep an eye on Leaf. Obviously,
Just the
no
2v retake.
no Wolfer behind. You can see that's over towards C.
Oh, this is
Weird.
huge.
That
Might
and
get
that
a
was the
chance now
person
for
who was
Vito
meant to
Lord from
watch
Sewers
the
because of
person
that
on
hit.
short. So now
Little Vise
Valen
diff
just waits for
coming up.
Leaf. Very
Crosshairs
nice from
there.
Tex.
Tex has been on point. And that's going to get modeled. Oh my gosh. Just to the left side. Valen now figures it out. Tries to get
Ooh,
a shot.
they win
Valen
this.
does it again against his old teammate.
Oh yeah, he's gonna wave. He's gonna wave.
The wave at the
Just
end.
2 maps ago when Valen was trying to chase after the ace, he was against Tex.
Exactly.
And Tex took him down and they laughed at each other this time. You see Valen game face on and wants to close out this series on the side of G2. It almost looked though in that duel that that Tex I think ran out of bullets after a couple of shots here. And somehow Trent getting these picks.
And Trent.
Very nice by Valen.
It's insanely calm considering what's going
Ross was
on.
just trying to reposition himself, but I think as soon as he made it around the corner, all over towards the defender spawn, he was already spotted by Valen, so it was a free kill. When you could have repositioned and try to guarantee with the Rolling Thunder around for your side. Just thought here that you could just outsmart your opponents, and G2 was just one step ahead.
Seeing that Red Bull clutch causes Ito Pada to hit the timeout button for Leviatán. Only 2 rounds down here, but this is what happened in the previous maps. They'd fall 2, and both teams would be trying to call the timeout, get the team back in the game, and we get these coach timeout battles now.
Yeah, and I think if you're on the side of Ito Pada, calling out this timeout is just trying to work out the protocols around there, right? You looked at that round number 4 and 5, it was all a person pushing through smoke and getting kills. And that last round, it was a 2v2, just not good position on the pole.
Rossi, I mean, he had already committed.
Right? You have one playing a default spot, looking towards the sewers. The other one's trying to go for their hero play, looking back towards the spawn. So you now have to make sure that you iron that out a little bit more, because if you're going to give one-on-ones, G2 most likely will take those.
Okay, kind of a full eco really. It's a really low one.
The
only thing they got going for them is Demon 1 knives, but we've seen it can be incredible. Trying to do some overwhelm over towards C.
Lev still has the chance to work the map.
Yeah, I mean, the macro's still been very, very good
It
for
has.
Leviatán,
It
no matter
really
what,
has.
despite the scoreline. So again, just trying to make sure they iron out those small things. They might be able to have some good, successful attack sides. And that is, again, the name of the game. They need to pick up a lot of these rounds because you're not playing with the Silva this time around.
Yeah.
Tail.
It's going to be that much harder once you get to the defensive
Okay,
side.
we're big time going for this.
Talked about the Blade Storm. It does come out on a lower buy
Astra
for them.
ult's pretty instant on this, so they want to fast floods. Tail walk to force them in front of it. 4 people in front of this.
Armageddon comes through, only displacing the team.
That is absolute madness. Pretty sure there's a smoke there the whole time, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it faded before.
Only tagging 1 as Jonah answers back, and this just looks like G2 swarming the site and the members of Leviatán to make it just too tough to hold.
Astra ult. Tail behind it. Force them out into the open. And then they just spam them.
Back towards that front, trying to leverage potentially that Rolling Thunder from Rossi
Kinda cool.
and the post plan. I think the smoke from King dissipated back towards
Made it
the
look
spawn.
easy. They made it look really easy.
Kills.
The chance of the smoke
right
was
there.
okay. Smoke went
is
down.
gone. Leave easy
Dude,
2K
smoke went
on
down.
the
He's a
Apex.
solo person facing, but
You wish here
Just
that
a
the
beast.
Razor Vines went a little bit more deeper towards that spawn to not allow these swings to happen. But yeah, it's just small things. It renders so costly for Leviatán.
yeah,
in these
Jogamo
scenarios for the
up,
pulse plan or even for these hits.
trying to set up over towards short.
And at this rate, that might be pretty much G2. Smooth sailing all the way towards
Dude,
the end,
another
where now
C?
the op comes down on the defensive side of Jogimo, already positioned down towards the sewers. Thankfully, though, all of Leviatán are reading correctly here. 4 players moving up towards the C site, and it's opened up.
Fawns. No way, there's Fawns on them. They've been doing it a couple of times. He hears it. He doesn't think to look up. He thinks it's around the corner. So he goes to pre-fire, shoot it, and then they Fawns on the floor. Kind of absolutely owned him with that.
Preface how good the macro's been so far for Leviatán.
At least got info that they were wanting to contact head over towards here. Where have they been putting the wall ever since? Middle, since it's been triggered in garage?
Oh,
we take a big win from that. Leaf's gonna have all into next round.
So Leaf steps out, gets himself taken down here. There was
And now they know they don't have to worry about the wall.
With Leaf falling down, it's easy for them to take garage control. Here's a smoke play.
What is this smoke play again?
What is this timing?
No shot, it works again. Has to be patched up by Leviatán over and over there within an arm's reach in garage, and G2 just slap Lev around.
And it does just feel like the last 2 rounds they used so many ults.
10 seconds left.
It's unlucky from King. He tried to make a play.
They don't know where to look. Swarm down,
Shots.
but King actually has it covered for a moment. He was waiting for
the
flash.
Yari
Like,
flash.
Flash there. I have to push it. And he just turns around for too long.
Let's keep getting wrecked when they take garage. Everyone's just pushing through the smoke.
Garage. Make it look impossible.
Well, shot the decoy too. That's how he got flashed towards the end. But dude, third time rather, but this time 2 players jumping through the smoke and catching Leviatán off guard.
Been a lot of ults in the past 2 rounds, and G2 come massively on top.
We mentioned how they were trying to manipulate the rotates, and G2
what are we thinking?
after the drone comes out towards A,
Okay, keeping it real simple. Just take it A long, ult onto site, save the util.
Miss smoke. They know he's going to be on that line.
Yeah, they saw him early though, so they know what's going on.
Right now. They may be behind,
Problem is that you can't really sit on site and tank it.
I think it's where it's separating is the firepower now that we've been seeing, and how they're orchestrating these small protocols on the side of G2. Oh, that's not a small protocol.
They found a gap though.
This means Demon 1 is in. Exactly what we're used to seeing from this guy. Can't finish the last one, but the team's going to be able to help Trench right there actually to deliver 2 kills, and the Shorty's ready for more with the team behind him.
How does he survive for so long for Jogimo? Gives a chance now for G2 to just reflood, and he doesn't even need to TP away, just plays.
He nearly got 6 shots of the shorty.
To allow for G2 to come through and Trent to get these picks in.
He nearly was allowed to have 6 shots with the shorty, and they go to the corner that he was playing as well, so they're not even going to check Leaf when they run up.
It's like the Steel Garden is just causing people to bring out shorties and push up to the closest angle here. Be so careful when this stuff happens, because it does not seem to be throwing G2 off too much. And now they look to throw
the great swing from Leaf as well.
Last kill right to the ground, and now 7-2.
Well,
for G2.
they're wrecking them.
Hold on A with all that thrown at them.
Yeah. At this rate, I'm just thinking of Leviatán's cap is they're falling behind so much here on their attack side, but it was very similar to what happened to them the previous map.
This is mad that he got that off so many times.
Defense, it looked quite awesome. they had some great showings from Tex on how he was able to get so many good multi-kills and anchoring for that site. Leaf's doing an excellent job in that role on defense right now, so this could definitely be mimicked. But so far, it's definitely G2 in the driver's seat. They're playing offense.
Little mid look. Back to garage.
Not again.
I think this is one of those, they always fight us garage, so let's try to take the lower gunfight and see if we can win it this time.
Yeah,
to go through.
Is the charm. We'll
At least they got an Omen TV behind it. Okay, we got nothing.
Yeah, they're probably doing it, but lower weapon, stingers, and this time G2 doesn't want to fight into that. They're just repositioning into the C site.
Jog with the op pushed up on A, so nobody has to look anywhere else but a little bit towards mid and garage and C right now. So much info for G2 just on that line from him and the operator. Oh, ooh. Demon 1 doing Demon 1 things, sprinting into the site. King's just on the wrong side of that weaponry as Jonah P and the rest of the team start to clean up nicely, calling the shots and hitting them as well. Oh, the shorty comes
For God's sake, the goddamn shorty, dude.
Valen just starts pressing W, Shorty out, and they have full control of this game now.
Somehow gets a wallbang kill with a Shorty. That's of all crazy things, but very, very nice for G2. Having 3 players stacked up towards that C side, and you're just hoping at this point with Leviathan's buy that those Sheriff shots were going to hit. Because you saw that they had a first wave of util. Look at this full stun coming out here on the back of the platform. You had Demon 1 that dashed on top of the boxes and almost caught Valen towards the back, but unfortunately couldn't land a kill, so it makes it a lot easier here for G2 to just anchor up the C side and win that round. There's a bit. So far, it's been very difficult for Leviathan to really set foot into these rounds, into the sites. And this timeout.
What do you think is more kills this year, util or the Shorty?
Potentially of this series if it doesn't go into overtime, and it's really to try to maximize how many rounds.
I mean, it should always be the Shorty, but there's been so much Teo. There's been so many Teo kills.
You know, with a lot to say in this one.
I actually don't even know. It's pretty close, I think. You guys reckon util? I think you're underestimating how many Shorty kills there are.
Unhappy with what's been happening towards that mid round.
Are ults included? Yeah.
That they're taking, and they're having their positions taken away from them, when really there should be no threat of that. When you're holding garage, when you're preparing to hit a site, that's kind of in your safe spot. But G2 is making nothing safe right now for Leviathan. They got all the prep smokes out on the site. The stars are down.
That includes Jet Knife, Sova ult, Teo ult, Brim ult. I still think it's Shorty, but I don't know, dude. I can't say it confidently. Chamber ult, we haven't seen that much chamber though, but yeah, it would include that. Neon ult.
So this
there are
has
a
to be
lot
a
of
fast tempo, especially
neon ults.
when they use all that util towards the A side first.
Yeah, maybe it is util. It's a good question, man. I have no idea, dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel confident either way as well. Oh dear God. Okay.
Oh, that looked.
I thought that was gonna be
Didn't happen though. It's gonna be a 1-for-1 on it, but we've already lost King to the operator of Jogamo, and C is still the hit.
Can they win the C this time? Com gets ult with his plant.
Seems like Lev feels comfortable. They get the plant and they get out of the Armageddon damage.
Okay.
Jaw so strong on those.
Com just got his salvos up and they just got gifted an op.
Towards backside, operators up. Their smokes there. They are not going to be just the initiators.
No smoke.
That's going to be good enough. What a shot by Leaf.
Never mind.
Dropping salvos right away, and the good old classic Com coming back through the garage with the Armageddon into the lay as much as he could.
Dude, Jones, peas, just like that. Trent's literally clearing it like he's not here, guys.
There for a quick Vandal kill. Goes ahead, grabs the orb, one away after this from his ultimate. Teammates. Sounds nice.
Yeah, it was
the vision was pretty good. Like if it wasn't, if they didn't go and insta re-clear down and push them on long, like they've earned it.
Oh, I thought he was going to be sliver peek.
Nah, he literally just easy walk down and TP's out. That's the classic Jogamo.
Oh, what the hell is that, man? That's nuts.
Jeez. Save it.
Yeah, don't bring us into a tech pause, Com.
We don't. Save. Good control.
That was sick.
Death ball towards A. Lev really haven't tried to produce this too much like they were on Fracture. It worked out for them so well to be all together here. It's a little harder when you got Haven. You do want that lurk, but it doesn't seem like they have power in numbers as much this game.
Definitely see the idea of trying to punish from this wall set down right away in the front of the A-long for Leaf. Again, you're in range to salvo and also go with the fault line across the wall being activated. So
the wall.
Good call here.
Wall, fawns, salvos, but you could stun on it as well. Problem with this wall is it's just like you're just never gonna commit to this side. You're always gonna fake it. Oh, I say as he insta-commits and dashes onto site. Mate, that's a mad decision. None of your team can help you. Oh god, they're so desperate.
Fired right now, he'd still be hitting Com. Like his crosshairs are just perfect in every situation right now. And the team's ready to take out more before they even get to Leaf at this point. Slowly playing in, still looking for the flank right now. Lev stalled on everything in this strategy, and the members are able to get a few kills here. Is this a kill from Tex coming out from sewers? No, it's not. And Jog is able to turn for 3 as he takes down
Ross. Got no buy rounds.
The end became a team deathmatch as you had no util left and you're just trying to go for picks before the next wave of utility comes back up here on the defensive side of G2. But Leviatán had just too many bodies to face up against when he lost 2 players in the very beginning trying to execute towards the A site, and G2 have a comfortable cushion moving into the second half.
Yeah, able to read a lot of what Lev was doing as they get rinse and repeat towards that garage. So we come out with a 10-2 first half as we take a break to see what Lev can do as we come back.
Nice shots, yeah, but gotta be getting a buy round. Did they really struggle against their setups? Why do I always see an emote of you in here? Wait, which emote? It's of you in me. Hear me success on it. It's a good emote of you. You didn't give permission for this, mate. You signed it in your contract. You're all free game. Signed your life away to Riot, and then they gave us permission for everything. Okay, I see.
We are back, and G2 has been unleashed so far, Vans, on Haven. The 10-2 you see on your screen here. The first 2 maps, if
maybe they can have a double pistol.
Like that, 13-10, 13-11, but here G2 seems to start bringing out that organization, that teamwork, that strategy they have from their support squad, and it is a little too strong for Lev right now.
You're definitely hoping that that small little halftime break gave a chance here for Itopada to talk with the rest of their team to make sure that they have a stronghold on this second half or in this second half. Because if not, you're looking back at this demo and you're going to focus
you put
on
Lev now internationally?
Yeah.
I mean, still not that high. I still just think that G2 don't have a good fracture.
The garage and Seaside totally failing from just small things that ended up here this second half.
Oh, yeah, especially off the top of my head, I don't really know where I can just insta-place them.
Back towards that spawn. Thinking potentially that Leviatán feeling the pressure.
Like, what do you want? I don't know what you want me to say. Dude, I can't really go there. Like, do you want me to just like process the maths in my head and be like, 13-10 double pistol. They lost double pistol here. They're 1 and 2. They're gonna go 1 and 3. Yeah, they're 26th in the world. I don't know what you want from me, man. It's not like I can really do that.
Indication that there's going to be pressure somewhere, and it seems to be
with the tier 1. Appreciate the 2 months.
Signatures just came back up. Initiator salvo, as we saw actually there on.
Tell you what though, 26th in the world, mate.
So now they're able to get back to a site and
That'd be pretty solid.
Lev's been good on the pistol rounds. Can they get another one? It's almost imperative that they do here. The site is covered, so they know where any members would be standing at this point. Now they flood back out.
Beautiful stun.
Tex, yeah, playing off that stun so well. And this push from Demon 1, you gotta always expect it.
Wait, extra pistol?
Pulls the fight again, and he still finds Trent. Almost getting Valiant on that one, but it's not going to be enough. King
25th.
will find the last frag and another pistol. One very needed pistol.
Thank you so much, bud.
Some sick mechanical skills coming out.
How on earth do I say your name?
But that said, what they were trying to do for G2, it wasn't
Odegaard truffle butter,
but
right?
it's a fake from the drone into the garage. But you just have great utility from Leviatán.
Thank you so much, bro.
Odegaard
truffle butter. I appreciate the 5 gifted, man. Thank you for the support.
Just walk down for free kills. That's a type of pistol round you need it here for Leviatán.
Yeah.
A very strong start.
Thank you so much for doing that. Chat, you know what to do.
G2 is just trying to at least
at Odegaard, say thank you and get the Ola spam going. 2-0 for pistols.
Oh, King goes for the very early paranoia. Saw it hit the util on the way through. Oh, the stinger from
look, see, look what you guys have done. Now Imi's asking where do I put C9 if level 26th. This is all your fault.
This should be a very patient round and a nice job from Lev to organize themselves here just to start off strong on the second half.
Yeah.
Who said 25th? That's criminal.
With the smoke being pushed a little bit more deeper towards the sewers, just so that on the first contact, the fault line will be coming out here from Rossi, and you could go for that swing and guarantee these trades out from both.
Latcha had you at 35th. There's no way.
Now G2 couldn't even go for a plan, and because of that first round where how things went through, you didn't see a G2 stinger buy because they didn't go for, they weren't able to get a plant down on that first round. So no shenanigans, no surprise coming out from G2, and Leviatán's able to string 2 good rounds and a fairly strong bonus round. I mean, look at this, an outlaw. And
you made it your background. That's incredible.
By Trent and Leaf.
Yeah. Already inside sight. Quickly takes that gate crash in, and they do not expect it. With the flashes coming through, King had to give a little bit of space, and when he regains it, Jog is right there on the front doorstep. Oh, this spawn fight could be weird. Nice timing there by Leaf just to get behind Tex.
Oh boy.
Yeah, 2 blue shots.
Yeah, easy. Another one goes down. Demon 1.
They can have actually put you 35th though, right?
Lev is losing players across the map where they really need the flank to be coming in. The pressure that they require to get back to the site is waning here, but Demon 1 is doing work. Shot from Rossi.
Hold up.
They don't find him. Demon
Hold
1
up.
The third. Wait a
We
minute
just...
here. Looks like they could shut down and gain themselves a bonus round. It is going to be a 4K for Demon 1.
When do we stop believing? That was nice from Demon 1.
Super early.
Wait a minute, Demon 1 is
They just pulled off a pretty solid 3v5.
Just duels long range. I was gonna say so tough for Leviatán.
Hit some nice shots and his dash over towards Wait, what even is this round? His dash towards long as well to get info. It's cool. Bots both because of the flash angle.
These fights.
He's just he's like normal day at work for Demon 1. 4K. That's
super
great.
angry when the rounds don't work out, or just a small fist bump when they win rounds, you know?
I'll be hyped after that. But he knows there's a long way to go. We see it on the scoreboard. You still got to do that 5 more times just to even up the game.
But so far, so good. You've seen Demon 1 really activated in the first few rounds of the defensive half. Position continuing rather to be very good for Leviatán because G2 is fairly slow. Just trying to work the map around the Tejo utility. And finally, probably jogging.
Fairly fast.
One moving up to the team. Oh, dude.
He gave you guys a 30 fast.
I think they hit the mid shear as well, finding out it was there through the smoke. We keep seeing that early smoke thrown by King, so they can't see that there's a shear just on the other side of B. So now that's info gained by G2 to use throughout the round and mess with that. Still a member down here after losing Trent. And a lot of delay utility going out here at the 45-second mark means that's only going to be alive if the spike gets planted again.
Even then, I'm
a lovely little lockup though. They do get over towards the site. They got incredible timing over towards B as well. Ooh, okay.
Oh, the timing.
Almost.
You know the spike is planted. 5-person retake here. And all that initiator util that they would like to have, Vance.
Thankfully, Valen's close with
Did you on Blood Chat? Dude, I can ask them.
Oh, the timing. Very nicely stepped into.
Not for Jonah, though. He just got picked off through that smoke by Rossi.
Oh, Jog looking for that flash up through the smoke. They're able to find 1, 2.
Okay,
just 1 with Jog. Demon 1 and Rossi clean that up. They're going to be focusing.
They come get the plant, 2 away. Demon 1 has his knives. He could get an op out as well, so he has it for backup.
You're seeing a very clean Leviatán with that display that they just did on
4 people alive, so the money's good.
By Valen towards that spawn. You just wait the 15 seconds. When it's about to dissipate, then you throw the paranoia in. You start flooding from different spots. And again, starting off with Demon 1, the first blood, then the first kill on the entry into the A site with the advantage that they've gotten there. Despite being a lower buy here for G2, at least to get the plant down.
Well, they got a timeout out of them.
Cycles on ults, Jogmal's 1 away from his dimensional drift. And that might be the first thing that allows her G2 to string the first
Immy on
round.
Plat Chat.
Thankfully,
We should do Immy and Rossi at the same time. That'll be fun.
Start hurting the economy of Leviatán side. They're still not out of this yet.
The pure chaos.
Rounds in a row on the defense. G2 has had such a good lead going into the second half that they just need that 1 single round.
Exactly. The quick spark to get him back into it. You know, Jog, Leave, Trent. Any of those players can actually just get an ace.
would be sick.
But it is being staved off by LEV. They're hitting the site so fast, they're trying to prevent those multi-kills from coming in, that possibility that anybody can react in time. 4 straight rounds now for LEV here on the defensive side, and 2 successful defuses in the last 2 rounds. So the post-plant retakes are going
Wait,
very,
what do you
well.
mean, Emmy? What do you mean until recently?
We got the up on Jet again, 17 and 13 for him as he takes aim now. He's going to get online on A. You can see the pings already.
I didn't realize I was instigating so much.
From Tex.
Okay.
Yeah, if anything, though, G2 looks like they want to move this very quickly towards Garage.
Smartly.
And it's a perfect read by Leviatán.
Let's focus on the round.
10 seconds before the barriers come
Let's
up.
focus on the round,
just
chat.
fully anchor up towards the A side. And they already have 3 players strongholding towards the Garage C. The only thing that's going to make it difficult here for the defense of LEV is when the smoke comes up. It's a recall on that
Flash
side.
towards middle, no push towards mid.
He has a full angle on that spot.
They had full angle over towards A.
Towards Garage and C site,
and then
and even pushing King all
he
the way down
moves.
towards the cubby of Silong.
Checking A main for the re-clear, making sure they're not losing any space or information here to Leviatán.
Down.
And LEV is happily giving that A site to Tex. Like you said, they move back. Now Demon 1 starts to rotate here towards mid. He's just trying to get that op mobile and keep it moving.
Already used his dash to try to get the peek into middle. So now we talked about Tex
nice
being very
though,
good in
full
terms of
info
anchoring
here.
on that previous map of Fracture, and
Problem is, I'm looking
Now
at
on a
Tex
defensive team.
thinking this guy has to
so
kill
far
2
solo
right here.
towards the A side, Demon 1 meeting up with them.
One commits over
definitely looking
towards
for full
side.
exit.
He's got no dash.
See the Thorns hitting right there at the entrance to spawn. That is actually going to stop Rossi from getting back in, and Jogamo and the rest of the
Whoa.
team trying to wreak havoc inside.
The hell is
Tex
that?
skirting around, playing a little cheeky here. Does
I mean,
get
he
the
actually
refire
got
there.
2 on
Great
site.
decision making on who he's got to take out as he gets another one with Rossi in the site.
Yeah, getting one more is huge right there, especially with the double swing out from G2. Leviatán looks like they want to temple fairly quickly with the aftershock early, and you have a lurk coming in from King.
He's slow. Are they going to hit from spawn first or the lurk first is the question. King's going to tap just quick. He does get Jonah P, and that's obviously going to be the spring out now for Kyle
like
and
this.
Rossi. They may lose one, but this is
That
all but
gray
done. The
armor
paranoia
flash.
goes through. Valence dancing, trying to separate himself. The
Commit.
1v1s are there, but
Oh,
the
it's a
jump
good
kick
jump,
comes
though.
through.
Wait,
Two
this is
better than one
getting...
in that situation, and King comes up with the kill.
I was just going to mention it was an important
Close.
fight from Sewers on that lurk from
Yeah.
King. Because if he actually swung out and got picked off, that's no paranoia that was going to hit Valen towards that back of the site and given a chance here for G2 to really close out the map. But it continues to be fairly clean on the defense for Leviatán.
Man, Tex is having a day. Got to call him out in a lot of these plays, a lot of the 1Vs. He's had 4s, and he's been ebbing and flowing the past few weeks, but is absolutely showing
You
up.
believe it,
Coming
10-8?
through 2 of Valen's
I mean,
smokes on the
it's
top
a low
of
buy.
Heaven in
Yeah.
the back of default. And to get that
We-
kill onto Joggermo by the
I guess
apple
it's
box
stingers.
because of that is just so good from Tex's movement.
Valen got
within
rid of the
east side.
Bulldog for the
The
Stinger.
pockets that he finds on all these defensive holds from Fracture until now
Rossi's
has been
picked up an
very good.
Odin.
The Odin. Haven't seen the Odin Havens buy in quite some time. Very spammable walls actually towards A. We'll talk about it. if we
Demon
get
1,
there.
please
Demon 1,
chill,
you
bro.
are insane, bro.
You
What is
gotta
this? Valen's gonna
chill.
come up and push through. He saw
There's
through
no
that dismiss.
way,
Nobody peeked
dude.
last time, so he thought it'd be the same case, but he finds a party of G2.
That was unfortunately not good, because if you even dash away, who's there to help you?
No.
All of Leviatán were actually looking to push and fight down towards B. But they've been good on retakes. Now we'll see if they can convert a 4 versus 5.
Ooh, that is some quick fire coming in on G2. Wait, Rossi actually gets out. Finds the landing, and now they're in sight. This is going to be tough, though.
It's gotta be a yellow. Bruh.
Salvos are there, and Aftershock
just-
is there to make things even more.
What? Chat, I can't touch it.
More annoying,
Okay, we're all good.
and G2's just not peeking. Oh, they are, and they've lost a head. That's Jogmo's head. Half?
Oh my god,
Off
it
a
just
half.
nearly got it
Take the
half.
Rolling Thunder,
Okay,
and it does
Fine,
bring
we'll just
G2
leave it.
to 11.
And off at
dude,
Thrifty on
the
top
amount
of
of
that.
times
Yeah,
I see
That is
people
not
go
something
for
you
this
wanted there for
play
Leviatán's
through
camp.
the smoke, I would say it has a
Again, I feel like
10%
it could have
success
potentially been a
rate.
different story if
This
Demon
one,
tried to do this.
the only, this never
Even if he
works
gets
anymore
one.
these days.
Oh no, oh no. We know, Dad, we know, it's okay. Disappointed.
Oh
And that's what I'm saying. Even if he got in 1 and he dashed away, that's still
Oh,
GT
no.
getting an open A site. It was a very difficult call to have done
against the
here for
eco
Leviatán
as
side,
well.
and it's
Pure
now
madness.
an
It's always
Armageddon
against the
available for
ecos.
G2. Leviatán has their own at least.
Yeah. Rossi just off of it as well. Could be a lot of plays to come to fruition in this if they get the right timing. And focusing on G2 now, very spread on the map.
He's like a little bit delayed as well, so
Yeah.
they legit could have been in way more angles than when people do it normally. Well,
however, is going to take a step
he
forward.
gets this one though. Got Fawns, one Fawn goes out, still got the wall.
Into a site.
Meanwhile, Leaf sending it through. Oh wait, Leaf? Oh my god, there's so much going on. Damn, Rossi owned Leaf in the end.
Gets the kill onto that one.
10 HP during that duel. They got 2 ults. If they lose the round, they eco. They go all in on this.
Armageddon and Rolling Thunder is going to displace. They have an idea of where G2 could be hiding in the site.
And the smoke is saving Jogmer right there at 10 HP. He's going to get the backstab.
God, he got 1 on 10 HP. They didn't even consider he could be in the smoke.
Stuck available. Very difficult now for Calm. Has to bait out all that util first.
Oh, he wants the first peek. And that's going to be the kill for Trent. They're able to get it. Didn't even need the help from Valen, who was coming from sewers. It was all shored up. And now game point for G2.
Man, this afterplant meta where it involves zero skill is so annoying.
That was probably the weakest spot that you had because you already had the wall towards long A.
Yeah.
But after they got that pick, G2 just fully engaged towards that A site, and because the drone saw both initiators on that C link.
King is so tilted, bro.
You knew there was no utility available to stall and delay
like at least
big ults that Rossi
not to do the whole back in my day thing, but honestly, back in my day, at least after plant util, you had to go on a server and you had to have like timing, and you had to actually have a lineup. But now it's just like click, 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 done.
Keeping Demon 1 inserted.
Astroform, there's the spike, done. iPad, click, click. It's just like, come on, man. 2-year-old could actually do it.
That was a keep him in the game kill right there.
Yeah.
Demon
so
1
annoying.
misses it just on the edge. You got to give credit to Leaf for the snap on that. They're going to be able to take down Tex in sight too. G2 making a good case for this, but Rossi actually comes flying in the site. They're just pressing W to delay here. The Bulldog doesn't
oh my god.
but it is going to do some collateral damage there.
Rossi.
64 and 70 for both of the members of G2 right now. A very healthy Rossi.
Yeah, he did great.
Classic, and so does Tom. What are you doing, guys? Toe together. Trent's going to pick up the 2 kills. G2's going to pick up the win. And they take
That's nuts from Trent. That was fast as well, bro. Dude, just as I started believing, pretty much as I started believing, they lost every round.